Welcome to Pinaka Tales, where we unearth stories of courage, quiet strength, and dreams stitched into the soul of this land. Tell me a story, she pleaded. Her mum paused, a knowing smile playing on her lips, a hint of something vast in her eyes. Are you sure you want to hear this one? Meraki nodded, eyes wide. All right, her mother began, her voice soft. Then listen closely. It started on a cold, crisp morning in Delhi. Three girls, poised and resolute, stood at attention, the biting air sharp against their cheeks, yet a remarkable glow lit their faces. One tightened her plait, weaving in her wildest dreams. Another meticulously straightened her badge, a tiny, proud flicker in her chest. The third took a deep breath, focusing on one thought. No mistakes today. Their DMS boots gleamed, their hats were perfect. And courage? That was packed solid. They were about to march down Rajpath. Their steps weren't just synchronized, they carried a powerful pulsing rhythm.
Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, 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 right.
That beat wasn't just in their feet, it echoed in their hearts. Then a melody began, soft at first, swelling into a chorus. The moment arrived, uniforms, discipline, dreams, a breathtaking tableau, ready to salute India's president. One of our girls stepped forward as the marker. As she passed the stage, her eyes scanned the crowd for one face. The salute was for the president, but her gaze? It locked onto a woman who wasn't merely seated. She was Sky, the first female Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. The marker held back her excitement and delivered the most exquisite salute of her life. As the procession continued, another of our girls entered behind her troop, riding two magnificent horses, a foot in each stirrup, as if she had not merely balanced fear, but had galloped right through it. While maintaining her intricate balance, she too turned her face towards the stand, her eyes fixed on the woman, who was the Sky. Then the third girl, with ropes firm in her hands, led a powerful formation of 7 horses. Her posture unwavering, the true control stemmed from the unshakable belief burning within her, and she also crossed the grandstand with that same profound feeling. The applause faded, the sunshine warmed other streets. The girls returned to their hostel, hands empty, uniforms folded. But something profound had shifted. A quiet switch had flipped inside them, irrevocably changing their course. That night, under a star-strewn sky, they sat on the hostel terrace. Not many words were spoken. The decision was already forged. One held the crisp parade pass, another gazed at the moon. The third clutched Mrs. Gandhi's blurred photo. No words needed, just a knowing silence. The medals were behind them. The new goal was clear. Reach the cockpit, the pushback aircraft, the relentless desert sun, ground school charts, the rhythmic heartbeat of engines. Everything felt real. The plane, the grueling exam. But most real, their unyielding resolve. One commanded the cockpit, another tracked engine pulses, the third plotted her path on maps. This wasn't merely a camp, it was their courageous first flight into life itself. When exam day arrived, no one asked, "Are you ready?" They had been ready since that night on the terrace. Checklists memorized, engines spoke their language. All 3 took to the skies, completing the required 20 hours of solo flying. They logged every turn, every landing, every silent prayer, and proved something far bigger than skill. They were born to fly. Their instructor smiled, slow and proud. They walked out, licenses in hand, passed with flying colors, quite literally. No one had paved the way for them. So, with sheer grit and unwavering spirit, they built their own runway. And that's how we passed our flying exams, her mother finished. Meraki was quiet, absorbing the epic tale. But one last page remained. A student pilot license slipped from the photo album. Next to the signature, her mother's name. Meraki looked up, a wide, understanding smile blossoming on her face. "Will you tell me more stories someday?" Meraki asked, hushed with wonder. Her mother simply replied, "They're already inside you, Beta. Some stories aren't just told, they're passed down, etched into the soul. They leave a signature, a whisper of courage, between the pages of time. Because those who dare to dream, truly never lose." Brought to life by Imagination Personified.com.